Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Liberty Times, the United States Department of the Treasury has announced a new round of sanctions against Iran, focusing on the financial network of the country's newly appointed supreme leader, Mojtaba. The primary target of these sanctions is Dubai-based Iranian banker and businessman Hossein Ansari, who is identified as a critical financier for Mojtaba. The Treasury Department accused Ansari of siphoning public funds into overseas real estate and commercial holding portfolios to enrich himself, Tehran's ruling elites, and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. Additionally, the Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, sanctioned 13 other entities, including 3 exchange houses based in Iran and several front companies located in Hong Kong and other jurisdictions. These entities allegedly moved billions of dollars annually to obscure the Iranian government's illicit activities. Treasury Secretary Bessent declared that the U.S. will continue to utilize all available tools to isolate Mojtaba and other Iranian officials from the global financial system. In response, Tehran has condemned the U.S. sanctions, claiming they violate the terms of a bilateral memorandum of understanding. According to CBS News, U.S. Representative Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, was detained by Israeli settlers for over an hour during a recent visit to the West Bank. A spokesperson for the congressman confirmed the details of the incident, which was first reported by the New York Times and witnessed by one of its photojournalists. During the confrontation, members of the Israel Defense Forces (IDF) reportedly spoke with the settlers and moved a vehicle to block the road. CBS News has reached out to the IDF for comments on the matter. The incident highlights the growing tensions and rise in settler-led violence in the occupied West Bank since the outbreak of the war in Gaza on October 7, 2023. Human rights organizations such as Yesh Din have noted that Israeli soldiers accused of harming Palestinians in the region are rarely prosecuted. Over 700,000 Israelis live in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, with about 15% being American citizens. According to a report by Liberty Times, Russia conducted a massive aerial assault on the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, in the early hours of Saturday, involving 121 drones and 12 missiles. Ukrainian air defense forces successfully intercepted Itam-1 grounds and A-2 cruise missiles, but struggled to counter several ballistic missiles that penetrated the city's defenses. At least 10 civilians were injured in the attack. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko noted that a local substation caught fire, and the military confirmed that 11 locations across Ukraine were targeted in total. Ukrainian officials have expressed critical concerns regarding the depletion of air defense munitions, particularly Patriot missiles, which are essential for neutralizing ballistic threats. As a result of this shortfall, Russian forces have intensified their strikes on the capital, leading to a grim total of over 60 deaths in Kyiv during the month of July. According to a report by the Liberty Times, Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky announced that the Ukrainian military has successfully struck 697 targets inside Russian territory over the past 6 months, mainly focusing on oil refinery facilities. While Ukraine has managed to halt Russian advances on several front lines, resulting in a temporary stalemate where both sides are currently evenly matched, Syrsky cautioned against over-optimism. He warned that the turning point in the war remains far away and urged supporters not to underestimate the enemy's capabilities. Military analysts noted a slowdown in Russian territorial gains, with Ukraine reclaiming some land in spring. However, Russia has recently intensified its missile and drone strikes on civilian areas, leading to significant casualties. Syrsky's assessment highlights that despite Ukraine's successful long-range operations, a decisive breakthrough in the conflict is not yet imminent. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.